I got to know his channel for the Girls Frontline 2 NTR drama. So my way of meeting him and his content came from NTR drama. So you can already know that you're in for a ride. Subscribe, please. All right, so we have Eango's new video, which is always a good. Let's have a look. I love Eango. He's so funny. He did a react to the 1.1 live stream of ZZZ. And I love his videos. He's so fun.
Recently, on July 31st of 2024, it was announced that the
Actually, the reason why I even know Eango is because I got to know his channel for the Girls Frontline 2 NTR drama. So my way of meeting him and his content came from NTR drama. So you can already know that you're in for a ride.
best anime mobile game of all time, Revy Starlight Relive, will be shutting down.
No!
And as someone who has spent at least over $20,000 and lots of my time on this game, this news has really saddened me. Like, I think some people have noticed that I have been more socially off than normal since the news has dropped. And honestly, you guys, I do think I caught a severe case of nuclear depression. Anyways, to give myself some
The way he talks is too funny. Nuclear depression. He also say like in a major way. He's like, and I think I want to impregnate her in a major way. And I just
closure, I figured I would make this video on what is Revy Starlight Relive, why you should care, and why its legacy in the anime mobile gaming landscape is insurmountable. Initially, the anime
I'm so
mobile
sad
games
I
I would
wanna
play
play it.
were those based off Japanese anime like Love Live or Idolmaster, and these games had little complexity in them. Then came Fate Grand Order, and while that game had more complexity, it had a severe lack of gayness, a terrible grind, and zero competitiveness with no PvP mode.
I kind of agree with that. Also, I will say it's really too bad because like there's all those games, and like I feel sad because sometimes I just learn that those games exist when they go out of service, like end of service. It's pretty sad because like sometimes I just hear about them and like fuck, I want to play them. And it was the same for Auto Gear. Like I finally motivated myself to play it, and they announced that they're just not updating the game anymore. It's actually not the end of service, it's just a end of maintenance. Like they're not gonna update the game anymore, but the servers are still live, which is fucking sad. I don't know if I want to play a game when I know like there's never gonna be an update. I don't know if they finish the story or anything though, but yeah, it's pretty upsetting. Upsetty spaghetti.
But then came Revy Starlight Relive, and this game took the anime mobile gaming world by storm. Revy Starlight Relive had Love Live's level of gayness multiplied by 5, and Fate Grand Order's level of complexity multiplied by 10. Add in some genre-defining game design and game modes, as well as a brutally competitive PvP scene, and you've got yourself a legendary anime mobile game truly in its league of its own. What most anime mobile gamers associate Revy Starlight Relive with is its insane level of complexity and brutal learning curve, and a lot of factors make this the case. For example, let's examine a kit of a stage girl. A standard Revy Starlight stage girl has not one ability, not two abilities, not three, not four, not even 5, but no, can go up to over 60 abilities.
What?
Yes, a single hoe often has over 60 abilities, which of course you need to memorize to play this game at its highest level. Has over
this particular hoe, I believe, has 68 ability.
60 abilities, which of course you need to memorize to play this game at its highest levels. Just to put how absurd this is more into perspective, there exists well over 500 stage girls in Revy Starlight Relive, and just memorizing all these abilities for each hoe, as well as the billions of team composition possibilities, is the least you have to do to be somewhat competitive in the game's PvP. There is a reason.
Like, there's something about, like, gacha games when they have PvP. Like, why do I want to care about learning all those things when just someone's gonna spend 5,000 bucks and just beat me anyway? And that's kind of the thing that, like, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. care. It's both. Yeah, I know it's both, but like you don't need to learn absolutely everything and to optimize to just beat the PvE in most cases. But as soon as there's a leaderboard or straight up PvP combat, the one who spends more money is just gonna win.
In the most high-level Revy Starlight theory crafters only ever make one run at the rank PvP in this video game, because, simply put, keeping up with the meta full-time is too mentally taxing. I made my legendary climb as the rank 1 global player in January of 2021, and this honestly was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life in terms of the amount of time and money it cost me. Becoming the rank 1 Revy Starlight Relive player caused me to lose contact with many friends, get evicted from my apartment, forget to attend my girlfriend's wedding, and just in general take on
my girlfriend's wedding? Girlfriend's wedding. What? Were you the one going to get married, or were you the what? Was it? There's so much to unpack.
On a very unhealthy lifestyle. But even with all these things that many may view as negatives, I don't regret my journey a single bit. Because the thing is, just the amount of prestige and, well, just the status that I have due to this achievement made it worth it. Diving into the brutal Revy Starlight Relive PvP experience is kind of like the anime Maiden Abyss. Maiden Abyss is an anime where explorers go...
Actually, I've read almost the entirety of Maiden Abyss, and then I just forgot to keep watching. Like, eventually, to keep reading, sorry. Eventually, I just forgot. Which is a shame. I went back by mistake.
Maiden Abyss. Maiden Abyss is an anime where explorers go into a mysterious, perilous chasm
I need to go back and just reread everything.
Challenges in there. And while curiosity drives some of them, the real goal is to achieve the prestigious rank of White Whistle. Similarly, getting rank 1 and Revy Starlight Relive adds serious clout to my opinion on anime mobile games, giving my words more weight than most theory crafters out there. And I often see my viewers curious why I am so naturally good at anime mobile games, both theory crafting and gameplay wise.
True.
And honestly, it's because every anime mobile game just blatantly rips off Revy Starlight Relive. Let me give an example. So recently in Honkai Star Rail, there was a game mode called Apocalyptic Shadow added, and you basically just fight a boss. I was able to beat this game mode live on my stream, first try blind, which surprised many people who found it difficult. The reason I found it so easy, though, is because honestly, Apocalyptic Shadow
I don't know, guys. Just if the game is difficult, if Apocalyptic Shadow is too difficult for you, just like add more omnipotent lesbian in your team composition. Obviously, stop putting like heterosexual with negative cantal tilt in your team, and you're gonna win immediately. People who don't do that are just fucking stupid, I swear to God.
It's a copy-paste, dumbed-down version of Twilight Theater in Revy Starlight. Twilight Theater is a game mode where you also fight a boss, but the thing is, the boss is designed to be taken out by 9 stage girls in co-op mode. However, what makes it so challenging is that you can never find other players to co-op with in Revy Starlight Relive. So you basically have to defeat a boss that is designed to be fought with 9 stage hoes with only 3 stage hoes. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. Every facet of Revy Starlight is just a more complex, sophisticated version of something you all have probably experienced in a modern anime mobile game you play. Domain farming and Hoyoverse games are just hunt stages. Hologram fights and Wuthering Waves is just score attack.
I can't believe they stole everything from this game.
Troop review. Shiyu Defense is just Stage of Dreams. The contingency contract system and Arknights is just Oath Review. Like, every game mode, every system, every idea for modern anime mobile games can be derived from Revy Starlight Relive. Revy Starlight Relive is to anime mobile games what Quake is to FPS games, what Minecraft is to sandbox games, what Star Wars is to sci-fi, what Drake is to shitty music, what Keemstar is to fake and gay internet drama. It is the foundation for modern anime mobile games, and any theory crafter worth respecting whatsoever will have Revy Starlight Relive experience on the resume. And before you ask me, well, what about this YouTuber or...
Well, thank God nobody takes me seriously, because I don't, like, you know, I haven't played any of that, so it's all good. People know I'm a terrible person with no theory crafting ability. I actually think I'm a terrible person when it comes to theory crafting. I can't be arsed, dude. It's too much effort and I'm too lazy. I'm just confused, because like, it's end of service, but is it not for global? No, it seems to be no. It's global. It's going out of service. September 30th. Yeah, it's been officially announced. It's Hoyover, chat. It's Hoyover.
Gay internet drama. It is the foundation for modern anime mobile games.
I've got like a
any
month
theory
you want to
crafter
catch
worth
up, you know?
respecting whatsoever will have
2
Revy
months.
Starlight Relive experience on their resume. And before you ask me, well, what about this YouTuber or that YouTuber or that one? No, most YouTubers do not have Revy Starlight Relive experience. But the thing is, those that work for YouTubers behind the scenes, I can verify do. In every game, be it Wuthering Waves, Arcanite's Blue Archive, Honkai Gay Rail, whatever it is, the actual theory crafters, not the sexy
Not the
men
Blue
on
Archive.
YouTube, but the actual number crunching, behind the scene theory crafters all come from Revy Starlight Relive, and there's a reason for that. It's not a coincidence. Besides its complexity, Revy Starlight Relive is also renowned for its unapologetic level of gayness.
Yes!
It practically invented the art of being as gay as possible without actually kissing. Something other successful anime mobile games like Honkai Star Rail
Not the
have
forever
eagerly
Yuri
adopted.
bait.
As for why or how Revy Starlight Relive is so gay, like it's theater stage girls enacting exaggerated performances on their feelings for each other, just like watch 5 minutes of the anime. Maybe I will make an anime analysis on it at some time if there is interest though. But suffice to say, if you're ever scratching your head and wondering, why do so many people on Twitter instantly label a new anime mobile gaming hoe as a lesbian without any evidence? Well, you can thank Revy Starlight Relive for setting that trend. Anyways, I think that's everything I will say for this video. Overall, the shutdown
so sad,
of Revy
like, all
Starlight
those games,
Relive
they're
is
disappearing
happening,
forever.
whether we like it or not, and I've come to accept it at this point, honestly. And I think it will just increase mine and other people who played Revy Starlight Relive. It will just increase our status even more high than it already was.
I kind of wish that, like,
if you're ever
once those game went out of end of service, I kind of wish that, like, they would allow you to have like a private server and just play through the entire game. Maybe rotate the banner every now and then, but you can just keep playing the game until you reach like the end of the content, or just do whatever, or allow people to just like run their own servers. I think that would be the best way to go about it, because it just fucking sucks when like you put money or your time into something and it just goes away, right? I think that's kind of what's going on with everybody like trying to push a law in Europe when it comes to you know, protecting video games, because like a lot of games, when you don't own the game anymore, because most of the games need you to connect to the servers. So if they decide to shut down the server, you can never play your game anymore, and obviously that's very bad for you know, for consumers. So they're trying to push for some laws in that regard, which, I mean, who knows if that's gonna happen, but at least it's the first movement. It's something rather than just sitting there and crying for no reason. Well, for a reason, but not doing anything about it. But I feel like the gacha games fall obviously in the same category, where it's just like, it kind of sucks. Like, I mean, they don't have to pay money to keep the servers open, but I also think that they shouldn't. Like, if someone wants to like take the code and make it a server for themselves or for other players to enjoy, once the people are not making any money out of it, I think it would be perfectly reasonable. Let's say that in like 10 years, Genshin is out of service. I think it would be reasonable to let people have their own, like a private server where you can have all the characters and just replay through the story if you want to. So yeah, hopefully that kind of stuff goes in the right direction. But like, I'm so sad because every now and then I just learn about those games and I kind of want to play them, but then they just go end of service. That's why I'm playing as many gacha games as I can. Like, every time there's a new gacha game coming out, I just want to give it a try, because who knows? Like, I'm just at the very least curious. I don't feel like I was like, oh, this game was apparently awesome and I didn't know about it until it just went offline, right? Apparently it's also a Magica Madoka game coming out soon that I want to give a try, just because why not? But yeah, anyway, good video from Eango as always. Yeah, very cool, very sad.